welcome to stream. It is editing time. Yeah, let's get started. Hello. That's what I thought. About here. Is that about here? Thank you. Hi, Miss Listens. Want to see... This is going to be something along the like, that's cold water. Oh, I'm tired. I have no reaction. It is indeed unbearably cold. The details are beautiful in these games. Oh, that's what you want me to do. Right, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that there was building materials right outside the cave. Okay, we want to skip. I wasn't thinking about that fact at all. Not super useful there. But carrying it in isn't super helpful. I mean, what do you think there was going to be on stream today? Or what we were going to be editing? It's the exact same thing as what happened on Saturday. You were there for the majority of it. Okay, so I want to... Hey, Horby. I slipped off the edge. I'm so good at this game. Welcome to an editing stream where you get to watch Saturday's stream again, except with more commentary from me. Did I... And maybe not even very good commentary. I'm very... Oh, well, that's not great. Sorry you had time spent in the hospital. But yeah, it is critical self-analysis, and I'm not sure how critical I'm going to be because I'm very tired. So it might just be that we're not going to get very many clips out of today. As you can see, we're already skipped forward to only an hour 40 left to edit. So I skipped out on a lot. Yeah, I skipped out on a good 20, almost 30 minutes at the start of stream, before the start of stream today. It helps to have a do I feel, what do I want to do? Yeah, I'm gonna skip this. Okay, fine. I have 6 fans. We can take one out. I have 6. I'm gonna go ahead and kill that. I have 6. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better. We can take one out. Honestly, I just want to do the... Yeah, right about there. Oh no, that's just... ever so slightly too long. Control X. Then we grab this. Right, we set it up so it goes at 0. Yep, so we line it up at 0, and then we're good. Back to our timeline, and back to editing. Yay! That's one. That's number one. We can keep moving forward now. Can you get all my shrooms back? Rock salt. Flint. Opal. Where does this take? So that's it? Is that it? That's everything? Where does this take? So that's it? That's it? Opal. Oh. I hope it is an obvious thing that I'm trying to. I hope it's obvious isn't the right word. I hope that it's clear and successful that I'm trying to do better at Twitter. I went from a cave into another cave. Oh. From a cave to a cave. So yeah, the hope for today is, as usual, 7 clips. That's all we care about. 7 clips. We also have like 97 minutes to get 5 more clips from, and I know that I know of a couple. Oh, that's cool. I know of a couple late on in the stream already, so I don't think we're gonna have an issue getting 7 clips today. That's cool. I didn't even notice that coming in. I'm happy about that. That's fun. Which is quite lucky. Oh, that's how I found the back entrance to this cave. I forgot about that. Or I never even realized that. Interesting. It's a thorny cave. Shellfin trout. What are we gonna do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and leave all the food we collected behind. Oh. Well, I'll be. What's a Hylian doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard? You're here to talk to Tulin, eh? You just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food in this area, but we just saw a flock of monsters fly past outside the cave. Same ones that have been sighted around the village lately, in fact. I told the others we should return right away to report them, but Tulin clearly wasn't listening at all. He said, I'm gonna follow them back to their nest, and flew off alone with it before I could protest. If you leave the cave and head north, you can spot a lone cedar tree on Tolanto Peak. That's where we saw the monsters. No doubt Tulin followed them there. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. Bomb. Bomb. Yeah, there's not gonna be a whole lot here if I remember right, but I don't remember well enough. So I don't want to go skipping wholeheartedly through here. So I did reach out to Kick technical support today regarding an API, and their excuse is that they're in beta. It's like that's a poor excuse in my opinion. I get not saying that you have a stable API, but saying no, we're not wanting to give any API access because we're in beta is like. I thought those were all Chillfin. That cuts a surprisingly large amount of your audience
those
out.
Are all Chillfin, not super useful for me right now.
In my opinion.
Well, that's a way to get a sticky lizard.
Okay, right about here. Super short clip. How long is that?
Well, that's a way to get a sticky lizard.
7 seconds. Oof. What happens if I...
Not quite what I intended to do, but it works.
I can get it to 12 seconds if I do that. Okay. Is 10... you know, we're above 10 seconds, so I think it's fine. It's... If someone's
Sticky
watching
lizard.
for this long, then it's a
Not
good
quite
point
what I
for them
intended
to
to do,
get
but
a
it
subscribe
works.
pop. Yeah. 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 Look at that. 3 shorts. And we have like 92 minutes left to edit. Yeah, I think about 10 seconds is the limit that I want to cross. I have a hard time
Rock salt and
deciding to do shorts shorter than that.
What are like? We're really deep now.
Not so unreasonable, I don't think.
It feels.
And that's one of the reasons why I don't necessarily want to just skip forward, because I forget about little interactions like that. But when I already know that I'm hitting well above the amount that I'm needing to get out of a week, it starts to be a little much. Anything else to look at here? No. Is this where we came from? This is where we came from. Was there another... There was another. Look at that.
Okay, but I think here we can skip forward because this is definitely nothing important here. I remember what happened in this spot. We go around, we talk to this lady, we set some thorns on fire, we get some we get the stuff back here where there's nothing fun.
I'm gonna grab.
We walk out the front.
To spoil it. This is my. I suppose I probably need to start adding that to my title here, sometime pretty soon, because it might be a surprise to still have.
You didn't remind me to put that on my list of things to do, Miss Listens.
And it might not be necessary quite yet, but
you have it in your diary.
it might not be time quite yet to be thinking about that, but it's cool. There. Okay, well, I see what I need to do. Well, hi there. Well, oh.
Make that
Well,
less
hi
than
there.
90 minutes. You are a professional. I know.
Okay. Okay.
I know you. This is why I have you as my
Okay, well, I see what I need to do.
person who I tell
I don't need to go up.
to do this stuff. To remind me to do stuff.
I want this rock. I want this rock. Oh, wow.
Okay, we grab that.
I want this rock.
And then we can go ahead and skip to where we talk to him and actually tell him to do the thing.
Not quite where I want. Now I think that should be enough. It is so fun to try new things. Things.
Go ahead and cut that out. Try and make this a tight little clip.
You made a place for a rock to go, and a rock fits there. How's the president standing?
There we go. That's the whole clip. Did we add one on this one? Yeah. I thought we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Why are we lagging? Da Vinci, hey, why are we lagging? What's your problem? Yes, we did. Thank you.
Well, hi there.
Oh. What?
There you go. There's your one line of that today. So what do we get this time? Perfect.
Me, I'm doing battle in there.
20 rupees as usual. Get cold resistance, cool.
In this game that I totally
And
play.
Let me guess. Ooh, a puff shroom, nice. Okay, so he was saying out this way, out here to the north. I guess we go this direction.
I guess we go this direction.
I don't really feel like fighting those guys right now.
You know, I'm just spoofing my GPS so that I can battle wherever I want to battle. You know, it's just normal things to do.
I enjoy the fact that I end up doing a lot of things backwards in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild.
I knew I wasn't talking about Breath of the Wild.
Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. I end up doing a lot.
I knew I wasn't talking just about Breath of the Wild. Pfft. Some listeners not paying any attention to what I'm saying. Pfft.
I enjoy the fact that I end up doing a lot of things backwards in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild.
There's a part of me that wants to get this whole battle shortened to make it fit into a short. I don't think it'll go without being sped up. Yeah. Yeah. Louis was making was poking fun at the way that I said it. Pal was like,
Why
was wrong.
do I have a torch equipped right now? I have a torch equipped right now.
Wow, that's really tight right there. I can probably clear that up a little bit. I can probably cut 5 seconds off that, can't I?
I enjoy the fact that I end up doing a lot of things backwards in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Kingdom and Breath of the Wild.
Okay. That there is a second and change. And so next thing I'm thinking is I kill the boss Boko probably around here. And so I'll probably, even though the torch line is nice, it's not. I can clip it out and actually get this to be inside of a single short. Oh look, we have 5. We only need 2 more. I think we're gonna make 7 again. Somehow we keep doing this. I don't get it. We keep getting further and further ahead.
Well, no, I was talking. Yeah, no, what was I talking about? I wasn't talking about this game being Breath of the Wild. I know that much. But no, Yeah, I don't know. When I was playing Breath of the Wild, I was very
Speaking of which, we are currently scheduled out
avoiding
through
the critical
July
path.
19th.
Soldier's Spear. No.
Which is a bit of a crazy thought.
And so I do the same in this game because it's more fun to me.
So 1 week more than a month ahead.
Bano, Breath of the Wild was a great game.
So one of the biggest things that I think of when people say, imagine if it was 2016 or 2017.
I have not tried to attach a bomb to a shield yet.
And my response there is like,
no, I actually haven't attached anything to a shield yet.
It'd be really cool if I had decided to start
Interestingly enough.
my streaming career back then. But I was not ready for it, to be completely honest. I was not ready to start streaming then.
There. It's your fault for getting frozen. Interesting.
I did indeed do it when the time was right for me.
That's another way to experience Breath of the Wild. Stupid monster.
Okay, that's... Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a really interesting thing. So, you know, I have been on and off the thought process of content creation since I was 15. Yeah, since I was 15. It took quite a while after that point for me to actually start and be doing content creation in a more serious way. So when I started a couple years ago, I was doing this as a hobby. So I was just streaming whenever I wanted to, having fun. I didn't have any sort of schedule. And so I was just doing it so I could play games. And then a little bit later, I then switched to have a schedule. This really happened after, I started alongside COVID pretty much. And as COVID started to no longer affect my life, I really stopped. I really moved towards having a schedule of a pretty solid schedule. Instead of just doing it whenever I wanted. 'Cause if I didn't make time for it, then I would start doing other things. And then it wasn't till really middle of last year that I went from that to seriously considering this as a potential career path for me. So we'll see how that goes. Let's get back to editing.
Stupid monster. Link, where'd you come from?
What happened?
You see, that Ronson monster took my good bow.
Probably,
See?
yeah.
That's the bow napper. I gotta get back. Help me out, Link. Sure. Really? Thanks. Did you know I can blow strong gusts of winds anywhere I feel like? Yeah, I'll do it for you too. That way you can glide over to where that monster went. Just tell me the point where to point the gust and I'll make it for you. When Tulin's aura is charged, he can send a stream of wind that blows straight forward. This can be used for bursts of speed while paragliding. Let's go. I'm gonna need to cut this by just a couple of seconds. There we go. Okay. First try. I need to cut 16 seconds out of this. Oof. Point the gust and I'll make it for you. Gust and I'll make it for you. Make it for you. Speed while paragliding.
Strong wind.
Okay, we're gonna do it like that. There we go. We did it. We cut the middle out. No, not that was wrong. Here we go. Yeah, we cut the middle out. We did it. Voice acting. Woo. There we go. I owe you big time, Link. Without you, my bow might have been lost for good. Uh-oh. There's more of them. All right, they're not gonna make a fool out of me twice. Let's go get them together. Okay. No. Oh, look. 6 clips. That was one of the ones that I was thinking about. So I don't know. We might be running short here. Did I knock him off the edge? Yeah, no, that's gonna be a short for sure. We did it. That's a lie. I know exactly. I know at least 2 more. I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters. Hey, look. I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters. Was that the wind? It couldn't have been. There's no way. It must have been something else.
Hoy!
Hey! Tulin! Link!
Huh? Oh!
Oh?
That was some impressive teamwork, you two. Ah, you saw that, Hearth? Talk about embarrassing. I didn't listen when Gasane tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it. But I just ended up losing my favorite bow to those stupid things. Thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten it back on my own. I bet now you see why we're treating you like a small chick. Yeah. You are right. It really is important to work as a flock. I think I finally get what Dad's been trying to tell me all this time. Is that all there is to the story? It seems unlike you to let your bow be taken, Tulin. Oh, yeah. Funny story about that. There was this whole thing with Princess Zelda. I spotted her getting attacked by a monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. But I guess that was fine, because then she zoomed up above that cloud.
Huh?
What? Princess Zelda flew above the cloud. How can that be? Seems like a stretch, but we're not going to get to the bottom of it sitting around here.
Oh.
Tulin, Link, Tulin, Link came out here looking for Princess Zelda. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you say the Princess Zelda soared into. Huh? But I thought I wasn't allowed. I got a report before coming here. We think it's likely the blizzard's coming from inside that cloud after all.
You don't say.
I want to see for myself as soon as I can. But the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way in is through the top, but... Well, there's not a Rito alive capable of crossing this stormy sky and making it all the way up there.
Nope.
Well, except for one. I'm talking about you, Tulin. Only you have the skill and training to create gusts at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know who said that to me? Your old dad, Teba.
Teba.
Dad said that? Yep, and I'll make sure he knows that what you've accomplished here today. Now, it's time for you to go with Link to find Princess Zelda and whatever's causing the blizzard. No problem. Two of us together have got this. I saw Princess Zelda up on the Sky Islands near Hebra Peak. Let's check there first. Link, Tulin, we're counting on you.
4 minutes of just voice acting. No wonder my
sorry.
voice dies after Saturdays.
Falcon Bow.
If there was more interaction than just that, I would try to find a way to clip
Well,
that.
if you did
but
fall, it's gone now.
but there was just that Falcon Bow.
Get an apple. Get a bunch more arrows.
Yeah, there's nothing here until I react to
That's a...
Tulin.
It's like... What do you mean by birds? It's like...
What do you mean by
there's
birds?
There's Rito. There's...
Oh, Miss Listens.
Just barely enough. Ah, interesting. That's good to know. Like, Tulin is so bored. He's like, "What do you mean?"
There we go. Found it. Boom. Look at that. Only 70 minutes left to edit.
Tulin is so bored. He's like, "What are you doing? Why are you being so slow? Stop it. Just go faster. Faster." Just the way that he just...
It's great.
Just the way that he just slowly laps next to me while I'm playing is so patronizing. It's awesome. It's hilarious. It's like, I'm happy that I messed up. Yeah, I'm happy that I messed up there because it's like. Yeah, I'm happy that I messed up there because it's like.
Did I finish this thought? Did I finish this thought? I think I did.
You don't need to be so patronizing. You don't.
Yes, I did finish the
You
thought.
don't need to be so patronizing, Tulin. I don't have wings like you. The fact that I can go down, the fact that I can paraglide down doesn't mean I can go up. I don't have your great uncle's skill anymore. Or
Cool. That's actually really good timing for that.
Doolin is so bored. He's like, "What are you doing? Why are you being so slow?
Stop it. Just go faster.
Just the way that he just slowly
Yeah,
flaps
that's a
up."
perfect timing for that YouTube for that subscribe reminder. Wrong button. There we go.
No, I'm the great uncle. I don't. I can't use a gust of wind to go straight up like I used to be.
You
able
really
to.
like it? I'm glad. I hope that when we cycle through to
Oh,
these
good.
new
And
to these new shorts that really makes a difference. Are you guys ready?
we have the he and I have the same pain.
When the glow of the blood-stained moon
Yeah, I hope that it really that it makes an effect on subscriber growth. Because if it does, then that's gonna be amazing.
The world is threatened once again.
Because I'm already at 348 today. I've been getting about one a day.
It
For
does
the
mean more loot. I completely agree. I don't have a problem with the red moon.
So I've gotten since June 4th. 1, 2, 3,
Doolin's great.
5,
I have
6,
already
7,
Decided this fact.
9, 10. So yeah, since June 4th, I've gotten 10 subscribers, which is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Really, Toolin?
Yeah, so that's the channel growth that I'm really hoping for. That I'm.
No, I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to fall
Oh
off.
oh 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 oh. Yes 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 yes. Yes, this was a clip, right here. I remember.
No, I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to fall off. You're worth it. We're. I got it. I got it. I got everything.
Did I make this longer than 10 sec? What? I thought, oh, I made it so it starts at 10 seconds. Right, right. Let's cut 4 seconds off the front. Roughly. That's fine. That's not the correct place. Boop.
Go ahead and put that on my map for later. Ooh, roast ass.
Okay. 67 minutes.
Yeah, his drops did fall.
We're 8 minutes ahead right now. Not bad, not bad. Back to flying with Tulin.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so his drops were actually falling off the corner actively, and I just barely caught them as they were falling. I got skills as a button mashing Andy. Okay, we're now higher than where we need to be, right? Let's see what's up here. This side is climbable. If only it were possible to find out what's inside of this blizzard. Oh? Why, if it isn't Tulin! I was too focused on the cloud to notice you. But if you've come here, that means... Yep, they said I could go up there. I knew it. Something told me you were the best one for this mission. Everyone has admired you for your wind gust technique ever since you first demonstrated it. You may be the only Rito capable of rising above that cloud to find the truth among the turbulent skies. Give it your best shot. I'll be here waiting, watching for your return. Thanks. Between Link and I, you won't be disappointed. Oh, whoops.
I will say, I can skip forward here. There's not really anything interesting. I don't remember there being anything really interesting here for a while. I will say, thinking about some weird things, it is a bit of a surprise to me just how much switching to
that for one, if you see me climbing when it's somewhere I obviously could be using it.
Switching to TweetDeck as my primary interface with Twitter has really changed the way that I think about it. And I think it's for the better.
So like there's a lot of backseating that I don't like, but like if you remind me, hey, you have this power, you have this tool available,
it's a lot harder for me to get off on rabbit trails and get distracted from where I want to be, and it makes it a lot easier for me to focus on what I care about. Like I'd say it's the best Twitter experience I've had so far. And I think it might have less ads. It might even have no ads, which is a interesting workaround, because I'm pretty sure that I don't ever see ads when I'm using TweetDeck.
when it should be obvious, like as in particular Ascension.
Let's see what my response was here.
What do you think it could be? Look at that.
They don't bother me. Yeah, ads don't actually bother me, but it is nice to not have them. Because even if you think
Okay,
you're
that's a
oblivious
good
to
idea.
ads, they do take a mental load on you.
Whose voice was that? Was it coming from somewhere up there? Whoa. Did you see that thing inside the cloud? Is that another boat? But it's huge! There's tons of these little flying boats, too. You know what it reminds me of? A line of ships soaring, built as a passage.
Okay, there we go.
There's tons of these little floats. But it's that thing inside the cloud. Whoa.
About here, I'm guessing. Look at that. We're down to just about 1 hour. I haven't really sat down and watched anything on TV
This thing inside the cloud? Is
in
that another boat?
5
But
years,
it's huge!
6
There's
years,
tons of these little flying
8
boats,
years.
too. You know what it reminds me of?
long time. It's been a very long
Line
time,
of
actually.
ships soaring, built as a passage skyward. The god ascended to heaven, leaving behind an ark. The whole thing reminds me just like the song of the Stormwind Ark.
Oh,
Was that children's song true after all?
It's like, quite honestly, it probably is it probably has been since before I went to college that I sat down and purposefully watched something on TV. I didn't own a TV when I lived on my own. There's a TV in my office, but it's not mine. Nine.
You heard the strange voice too, like, right, Link? I'm sure it said, "Come to me." It's like it's calling us up there. You don't see anything around here that would lead us to Princess Zelda. Maybe she went over to that ship? Well, nowhere to go but up. Come on.
Okay. This is a skippable part here now. Still a skippable part.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Nothing important there.
Saving is fine. Korok.
Still time, like, worth skipping. Like, there's nothing in here. Even that, like, that's a...
No! Thanks, Tulin.
You know, maybe if I felt like making...
No! Thanks.
If I was feeling very not lazy, I would probably make a compilation of those thanks Tulin moments. But I feel lazy, so I'm not going to.
Tulin.
Yeah, TBH, we're probably going to end up skipping most of this climb. I just look at this and I'm like, there's not really any
Apparently she is.
any interaction here that I really care about. And I do remember most of this, and it was just like, yeah, we're going.
Okay, where are we going?
If I were making a long form episode, I would include almost all of this in my long form episode. But since I'm not, I won't. I enjoy that I just cook one thing. Like, I really don't enjoy cooking on stream. It's definitely not my thing. Yeah, we're just gonna skip up till the big boat. What? We're just gonna skip up to the big boat. I know it's blasphemy.
Anyone who's not watching on YouTube is going to be editing shorts from this stream, and
Oh look, talking about my schedule.
but yeah, so my video editing streams are on YouTube only because that's what I decided.
Oh look, talking about what we're doing right now.
For my scheduled stream on Friday. Nope. Okay, well we're going down to this one. My scheduled stream on Friday. Temple.
Okay.
The legendary. I want to get to a better. No, we're doing this. We're.
Okay. Oh, look, we only have 36 minutes left to edit. I wonder how that happened.
No, wrong button.
I kind of want to just... I kind of want to go and just clip here. And just have this be the my intro to the temple. I wish that they had Link.
The legendary Stormwind Arc. I have probably been a bit quiet today, haven't I? Nope.
Where are we dropping, boys? I have no experience to relate that to. 10. But I like fry bread, so obviously these two things have something to do with each other.
Wow. So this is what was waiting for us in that huge cloud. This is the Stormwind Arc from the kids' song. Huh? Princess Zelda! Huh? Princess Zelda! Huh? What the? Yes, proves it, Link. The blizzard that's been pounding Rito Village is coming from there. Oh, yeah, didn't I see someone here a minute ago? Weird. I could swear they were just here.
Okay. Well, we already know that it's just her spirit through time. So she's guiding us.
We can teleport.
But she can't interact directly with us.
Okay. Looks like it's shut tight. But the source of the blizzard's got to be right under that hatch. Isn't there some way we can get it open?
Poor, poor Zelda. Stuck in the golden age of
sound.
Hyrule.
There it is again.
Brave fledgling. There are still
See you around, Louis.
5 locks securing the hatch on the deck. Use your power to release all 5 locks, and the hatch should open. Heed my words.
Okay, I heard it for sure this time. It was calling out to me loud and clear. The source of the blizzards messing up the village has got to be under this hatch.
Under this
That voice was right. It'll open
which we
once
haven't
find
opened
a way
yet.
to release
We'll
all
open
5
it on
locks.
Saturday.
We're so close. Come on, Link. Let's go figure out how to open up those locks. Okay.
What? What do you mean we'll open it on Saturday? I thought we were playing Tears of the Kingdom
What can I see?
today.
I see a path up from somewhere below. Cool.
I do not know very many voice actors, but I do recognize
I see?
Tulin's voice
I see
actor.
boats on the side. Nope, I don't want to know anything.
Voice actress, I'm
See a
pretty sure.
construct. But thanks for the offer. Yep,
But
nope,
I
don't
do
wanna know
not-
anything.
Like, I recognize the voice just a little bit, but I do not have a name associated with that
Who are you in
voice.
combat with? Oh, one of those guys.
If that makes any sense.
Pterodactyls. Okay. Paddles. Boats. Boats go down. Interesting. To it. Yeah, I really like the design of this boat already. Pile was because we'll come back to this place.
But hey, I'm a pretty famous voice actor, and I do voice acting in Tears of the Kingdom, so that's all you need to know.
I mean, I plan on opening them
Part-
most of the time. It's just that if I'm gonna come back through an area, I'm not necessarily gonna.
Oh, boy.
Obvious there, but that's like that. There was stepping over the line. Was my opinion on it. So. Interesting.
Okay, here we go. The best clip. Except this clip really needs to be done very carefully. But I'm probably not going to put the time in to make it as good as it could be.
That. No thanks.
I wish I could do recall on these guys, but you can't. I think I probably need to make this about a...
Okay, I get it. You're not supposed to do that. Fine. Fine.
Okay. So we're probably... I want to... Okay, how far back? Yeah, there was a little bit before there. Yeah, right there. So I want to go and cut it about here. So that leaves us with about 20 seconds. Put subscribe in here. So yeah, we go here. So we're like, we get, yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. That's how you can do that. That's how you can do that because you give that little bit of what's going on, and then I react. So, and now we just keep going. So 3 more clips gets us 2 weeks out of this week. Again. Not sure that I'll have 3 more clips, though. Ow.
I just made it. I just assumed that. Yeah, I just assumed that the game would like that might be a way forward, and that the game, you know, it's not the path they want you to take, but you know, it's the way that Zelda works, or the way that Breath of the Wild has worked, in that you can bypass things. Yeah, I'm pro alternative paths in games. But if it's really... I honestly, I feel like there might not be 3 more clips. Because it's like there's puzzle. This puzzle isn't really worth showing off, and it took a while. That puzzle is not worth showing off. So that's 8 minutes of our 27. This is a fight, which isn't too interesting. This is a puzzle that's not worth showing off.
3 more. We can do it.
Another fight. Looking at the map, trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to decide if Monday me is gonna be unhappy with me. 'Tis the way of the world. But even still, 11 clips out of this stream. That is where I've gone in here. Am I happy with me? Yeah, I'm happy with me. Part of it is just that I believe that I'm getting better at remembering my clips.
We're almost done.
Like, I'm 90% sure that there's nothing left in this stream.
That's not an axe.
Bonk. Bonk. Ruby. Done that stuff.
Strong wind.
In a way, he is a replacement for the... This puzzle's a bit more obtuse, but I don't really think it's worth showing off. I don't know, I was just... Part of me is just tired and ready to be done with it, with editing. That's really... One left. Honestly, that's a large part of me. Is just tired and ready to be done streaming for today. Yeah, I'm gonna consider this done. We're done! Render. And then we pop over here. And then renders Tears of the Kingdom, source name, individual clips, add to render queue. And I can't click render all or else it will kill the stream. Oh my goodness, what? That's an insane quest. That would... Yeah, that would increase. That would beat my beginner mastery by 2. That's it's doable. I could do it. I don't know if I could do it in a month. In this month. But yeah, it's just a lot. I look forward to playing. I don't particularly look forward to editing, but I look forward to the outcome of the editing. So, you know, I kind of can't have one without the other. There's a very big part of me that wishes that I was already debt-free. Game. Yeah. There's a very large part of me that wishes I was already debt-free because if I didn't have such a major expense on my living expenses, I would 100% work to find an editor that I can pay, because I could pay someone a living wage out of my income from my job. Like 100%. That was dumb. 100%. I could pay a second person a living wage out of my job. And
I wouldn't like I would be very interested in having an editor part-time. I don't think I produce enough content for a full-time editor, but I would be very willing to pay an editor part-time very very good wages to to develop my content and help me find who I am as a streamer. But I'm not there. And now, sure, that isn't benefits. You know, I don't earn that much money at my job. But I do earn enough that I could certainly let someone else, like, I could certainly cover the balance of what someone needed. And part of the intention there is that eventually, through that investment, I start making a return on investment through my content grow, like through my content's growth. I get I get partnered on YouTube. I start making money through that. I probably drop Twitch altogether at that point. But because of debt, I can't be there. And so I have to muddle through where I'm at, which is fine. It is the price that you pay for going into debt. It's like it's not like I can, well, I was going to say it's not like I can just sell the thing that I bought with my debt to get it paid off, but I quite literally am. Since it's college, since it's student loans, it's college debt. I am selling what I used. I am selling the product that I invested that money in. It's called my brain. It's the reason why I would be able to afford to hire someone to support my content to be a part of a content creation team, even though I'm making nothing off of this effectively. I invest far more than I take out. And there is a lot to be said about editing your own content, but there's a point where I don't want my focus to be on editing content, cuz like part of the reason that I didn't stream for longer on Saturday was because if I stream for longer, it means it takes longer to edit. Straight up. That's why today's stream is entitled the way it is, cuz I still feel that way today. It's like, I can stand editing 2 hours. I can't really stand editing more than that. And so one of the thoughts that I have is my mom is retiring soon. And one of the things here is that I all of the anything that I think about here is not in consideration until after I'm out of debt. So, but like, I want to hire an editor. And there's a part of me that really wants to hire someone who's professional, who's done this for a long time, who knows what they're doing, who has a proven track record. But there's also a part of me that wants to hire someone and help them grow in their crafts along with me. I don't know. I'm tired this week. I have not been sleeping particularly well. I'm trying to feel like I'm trying to be on top of too many things. What I really want is so I might end up taking a vacation day this week. Is something that's definitely on the menu. We'll see how that goes. If I do, I will not be doing any work that day. I've decided that my next vacation day I spend is going to be trying my best to have a rest day, like an actual rest day. These are things that I don't know how to do. I'm not very good at them. I'm not very good at slowing down. I don't disagree, but I also completely disagree. So, for me, the issue is not getting going again. For me, the issue is ever slowing down at all. The closest that I get to slowing down is, lazing about, not doing anything productive and feeling guilty about it. That's the closest I ever get to slowing down, which isn't a healthy way to slow down, and I know that fact. But it's my life. It's the way my brain works. Boy, I love being me. To be completely honest, it's a pain. It's a pain having a brain that works this way. It does mean that I get a heck of a lot more done than a lot of people. But it also means that, I have these other issues. Yay! It's part of the reason why I want to be a full-time content creator, because I honestly feel that having my focus torn in multiple directions is a large part of why I'm ending up as stressed as I am. And it's not that I'm not choosing to go in all of the directions that I'm going in, because I totally am. It's just that when I'm at work, I'm thinking about content creation stuff. When I'm working on content creation stuff, I'm thinking about work. When I'm playing music, I'm thinking about, it's that kind of stuff, and it's no, it's rough. And so if I was able to put my full focus on this, which at least right now, content creation is where I think I want to be in the long term. There's relaxing. So let me tell you how I interact with relaxation. When my mind is not, when I'm not focusing on something, my mind wanders, and it wanders a lot and far and fast. I used to go to sleep listening to the exact same audio play, radio play every single night, because having something that repetitive was the only way that I could stop myself from going off in directions that were not good. So that is a key issue with me and relaxation, quote unquote. So yeah. And also, it's why I get drawn to games like Minesweeper, which, to me, this mental process has a relatively meditative byproduct in my brain, where I'm able to just sit back and let the rote, like the it's why I call it muscle memory, because I sit back and let the part of my brain that's learned how to do Minesweeper really well focus on that. And that way I have enough mental stimulation to keep myself from going on those rabbit trails
uh, that I end up going on if I let myself just loose. So the long and short of it is, yes, I have tried learning relaxation techniques. They're just very personal and they're very much the way that my brain works is because Minesweeper is a relaxation technique for me. I'm not sure that I need more tools. I just think that I need a change of pace, and I don't know how to get there without doing something dumb. It is a quandary. But I'm also not opening up about these things because I need solutions. Because, you know, like, what's the solution to to being split going in two directions at one time and not really like, yeah. And any you've thought of, any you can think of, I've probably thought of already and dismissed at some point. Cause like, I don't know, I see a few options. One, I just keep doing what I'm doing and see how long I can last. Two, I find my way into a corporate VTubing position or something similar where I'm able to push my passions with less of a risk to my pre-existing livelihood. It's not that easy. I've tried. I continue to try once in a while, but I've tried. I thought it was going pretty well, and then it didn't. Yeah, no, the way that things went with my last interview was kind of disappointing. It looked like things were going really well, and then I don't know if I just wasn't the I don't know. I thought it seemed like I was in the upper echelon of the male VTubers applying for this position. But apparently I was not. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that was disappointing, and then
I'm looking forward to what my current ventures end up looking like. But we'll see how those go. It's I'm gonna sound like a clout chaser here, but it's a little hard. Actually, no. Let me change the way I was gonna say that entirely, because what I was about to say doesn't actually make sense. It's a little hard to go from the position I was, where everyone I was interacting with was so much more on the same wavelength as I am in terms of where I want to be as a VTuber. Not to say that where I'm at now doesn't have that they don't have aspirations, because they certainly do, but I just don't feel the same energy, the same drive that I felt with the peer group that had come together in my prior in the interviewing that I had been doing previously. Now, a lot of what I'm doing right now is really driven by that peer group that I no longer really interact with, sadly. But it is what it is. I feel like I have just a very different level of I think a large part of where my thought process here is coming from is just the fact that I go into something and I go into it at a very I'm very headstrong when it comes to things. So I make a decision and I stick with it. So like yeah, I go full on. So like last year, I started editing daily shorts in August, roughly. And then I had daily videos on my channel from mid-August until January, February even. Like it was not a short amount of time. And the only reason that I stopped was because of having multiple losses in the family. Not just one, not just a loss in the family, but multiple losses in my family. That really just took me out and kneecapped me for a couple weeks. And then I just didn't get back on the bandwagon when that was done because it was just too much to think about. But now I'm back. Now I'm back to editing and being on top of that. Of these things. And we're a month and 10 days ahead after these shorts, after today's go out. That's not a small amount. That's a lot. And so like that means we have five. That means we have roughly five streams in that time that we'd have to get effectively 0 clips from.
I misread that one. But like I make a decision and I go headlong into it, and I think that there's a lot of people that just don't have that same bullheadedness. Now, it does mean that I drive myself to exhaustion. And that is definitely a problem that I have. But I don't know. My hope is my hope is that by keeping my nose to the grindstone, that I'm going to find my way to where I want to be. And that's the only way that I know how to live. One, two, three, four, five, six. Like, one of the things I can say is that I'm already starting to think through an album, a non background music album for next year. I know I have one song written that I wrote on stream a while ago now, but like, and maybe not an album, maybe just an EP. Maybe and maybe not even an EP. Maybe just put out a couple of singles. Maybe just put out a single a quarter or something like that. I haven't come to a conclusion about that of exactly where I want to be, but yeah, I don't know. One, two, three, four, five, six. I just don't know. Funny how a large part of because I don't know. I think that I was pretty much a shoe-in if the place that I was interviewing with didn't lose their sponsor and have to, they still got money from their sponsor because the sponsor broke the contract late, but I still think that I probably would have made it if they hadn't lost their sponsor. No, I don't know. I don't think so. So yeah, I just know that if I get to where I want to be, things are going to look a lot different.
because I'm going to take this headstrong energy and push it into and push it into content creation fully. And look out, world. Who knows where I'll end up being when I don't have something else, when I don't have all these other things to distract me. I've been trying very hard not to let myself get frustrated by seeing people that seem to just grow effortlessly and not understanding why I can push for so long and not get any traction. I don't know. And if somehow the answer is just that this isn't where I'm meant to be, I don't see it. That doesn't compute to me. There's a lot of confirmations that I've had in my life around this that for a variety of reasons I know that whether I make money off of this or not, that this is where I belong. At least for now. I don't know. I just don't know. But what I do know is that, yeah, I can accept that that is probably true. Like I'm a kind of person that just I need to have a goal. And so before I was doing content creation, that goal was to get into game development. And that goal is still to get into game development, but in a different way. Has my focus has shifted so that it is looking in a different direction. But it still is looking is the deal. But yeah, the things that I have planned, if only I had time to do them. The things that I have planned that I'm spending time trying to be able to do. It's like, avoiding spoilers, I have spent about 20 to 30 hours in software development for something upcoming for the stream. Because that's what I do. That's where my brain works. And that's gonna be awesome when we get there. But it's not there yet, and it's part of what is exhausting because I don't get where I think I should be, because I have so many responsibilities and so many things I need to think about, and even as a person who isn't dating, who isn't focusing on that side of my life at all, I just don't have time for a lot of things that I wish I could do. There's a reason why there's a part of me that really wants to yeah. And this is part of why I need to focus on things, because I get into states like this where I just keep talking and thinking about things more and more. And then I get to a point where I'm just not able to think of the good side of things because I get stuck in the down. Because I get stuck in the down, you see. But besides then, we're usually good. I just started this as a method to allow me to play the single-player video games that I wanted to play for years and could not convince myself to be able to. And now where am I at? Talking to chat on stream like they're my therapist. Yeah, I do. I do think about what I'm grateful for. And there's a lot of things on that list. It's not a small list, and I get that fact. But one of the things that my mom will say regularly in response to me either complaining or making comments about the world. Depends on your perspective. Is that God's got it all in control, and that I should just just rely on God. And yeah, I get that, and that is true, and it is absolutely true. But sometimes I'm talking about something to get it off of my chest, because otherwise I'm going to stew on it for a lot longer than if I don't talk about it. So like right now, if I was if I wanted to talk about, if I was going to talk about politics, which just warning, I'm going to delve into politics for just a very short amount of time here. If I would talk about politics, 1, 2, 3, there we go. I would say that from a legal standpoint, it is a crying shame what the U.S. what the federal government is doing in their case against Trump. Because legally they have no case, and they're just they're doing everything they can to stop him from running for president. And that's all they're doing. And they're blatant about it. There's no other side to the story. If you think there's another side to the story, you've been misled by people, because they're trumped up charges that have no legal standing, have never had legal standing, and never can have legal standing under a single document in the United States known as the Constitution of the United States. And that's all I need to say about that, because if I go any further, it's yeah. Because I can go and go and go, because I think about these things a lot, because once they're in my brain, I just think. And I spend a lot of time alone. But like, that's the like that's there. And I was like, yeah, God's in control. Yeah, I get that. That's true. I don't need to worry about this. In fact, I'm not worrying. I'm not really worrying about it, but it's there in my head, and I think that I need to talk about it with someone, because if I don't, then I do start to worry about it. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's great to have tools to get you out of your headspace and think about things from a different direction, from a different place, from a different from a different place in your in your world. But at the same time, in my experience, a lot of what that does just buries those thoughts, and they'll sprout up later. So, anyway, we've hit our allotted time for the stream today. So, I'm going to head out and get this rendering, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, you know, something like that. Thanks for listening, and thanks for spending some time with me today. I will probably not be doing a bonus stream tomorrow, because I'm either going to be working on my cover or helping the friend with the studio access and doing some programming. And who knows what Wednesday or Thursday will look like, so... See you then. Bye-bye.